Good morning, folks. It's Friday, July 7th, VIP pre-market prep. So we got a couple good picks for you, I believe, today. A couple strong catalysts we flagged. We'll go over those in just a second. First, just taking a look at the macro. This is interesting. We had a big pop just a few minutes ago on light jobs numbers, which bad news is good news, right? Yesterday, good news was bad news in terms of interest rates. Today, bad news should be good news in terms of interest rates, but the pop faded. Could be a little bit concerning, but look, as long as we're over the key moving averages, I'm still going to be bullish. And if you watched the show yesterday with Rex, you know, we also take some cues from him where the major indices are going. So this doesn't really scare me or change how we're playing our individual picks in the morning. So let's head on over there and check out our picks for the day. All right, got DraftKings number one. So DraftKings, this is a stock. Remember, we're monitoring stocks that were already on our watch list that we knew from before, that we liked from before. That's actually why we missed RIVN, because it wasn't on our watch list before, but now it is. Okay, so DraftKings was on there because of good fundamentals. Nice earnings the last quarter, nice tailwinds in the industry they're in. Now, this morning, analysts came out and raised their price target. It was Oppenheimer. Raise it from $30 to $36. And as let me just see the comments on that. Here it is. I don't have it in here, but it was on social media. Oppenheimer raises DraftKings price targets 36 from 30 and says they see DraftKings overtaking FanDuel in New York market share as a leading indicator that product quality is winning out. Okay, so one of the things with stocks with good fundamentals and also a sector tailwind, that 20 DMA is often a very good support line. And you can see it's like bounced below just briefly a couple times. Yesterday, bounced right below it. So now when we combine catalyst story trading style, we have the support of the 20 DMA combined with this upgrade. That's two pillars right there. And we already had fundamentals from before. That's three pillars right there. So that, to me, that makes it a good trade for the day. I got in here at $25.36 so far. And I think the 52-week high is in play. The 52-week high is 26.87. Now, I'm going into this with actually a long-term plan. If it hits certain targets, you know, if it exceeds that 52-week high, or maybe I'll have a sell right there at the 52-week high. I don't know how long it's going to take, but because of the good fundamentals, this was already earmarked for a long-term position for us, and today's a great day to start that long-term position. All right, so you have your 20 DMA support. You have resistance at the 52-week high, 26.87, and then we'll take it from there. But it's definitely something I'm comfortable holding over months or quarters or maybe more. We'll see until the story changes. All right, RIVN. All right, we missed this big move. Vegas told us about it. Vegas, who hopefully will be joining us here at 9:15. She told us about the dark money flow when this thing was like $16. So that was a great indicator that something good was happening, and I just didn't know the company then, so I couldn't act on it. But I've learned about it now. And, you know, it looks like they are at a fundamental inflection point with these delivery of these vans to EV vans to Amazon. Also, we got a big price target upgrade today to $30 from $25. That's from Wedbush's Daniel Ives. Man, Daniel Ives, he's everywhere on my feed. He is. I think I'm starting to like that guy because I noticed that wherever it's hot, he's good at finding inflection points, this guy. Like, I don't think he is only looking at fundamentals. I think he's looking at sentiment and catalysts, and he tries to time his upgrades based on that as well. So Daniel Ives becoming one of my favorites here from Wedbush recently. But anyway, I had avoided this the last couple of days because we had 200 DMA resistance plus a high RSI. So this was very surprising to me that it did this. But now that it broke the 200 DMA, sorry, I got to change my perspective. And not only did it break at 200 DMA, but you had candle resistance here at 2209. It broke that 2209. And if you go back further after 2209, I don't see anything till 25. So I'm in this now. Got in shortly after the 2209 break earlier this morning. And I think I'm trying to be logical about this and not the emotional side of me says I can't chase this. So nosebleed. But the logical side says, hey, it broke 2209. 25 is the next stop. And I'm also hearing from trusted colleagues that, this is a real story and you can feel comfortable holding this for the long term. So even if the trade fails here at our purchase price of like 22.15 or whatever, then we're okay holding this longer term because of the fundamental inflection point. But right now it's top of our list because of the break at 2209, on top of the upgrade this morning, on top of the fundamental inflection, on top of the technicals that, that 2209, maybe the next target is 25. So those are the top two picks here for the day. Yeah, we've had a great track record, right? The ones that we try to organize these top three into the ones I think will do best for the day. So we'll see. All right, Meta. Meta, I'm not so sure about, but I want to put it up here because it's newsworthy and everyone's talking about it. So they launched Threads. We got this move right here. Threads launched early. We got in like 286 and we sold at 299. That was awesome trade by us over here right before that psychological resistance at 300. Okay, but now this morning, why do I have it as a possible outperformer today? Two catalysts. The first catalyst is Elon Musk yesterday came out and sent a letter to Meta saying, hey, I'm going to sue you guys, and I'm looking for, injunction and cease and desist and everything like that. I immediately viewed that as a positive, right? Because we all knew the numbers would be impressive. It had to be impressive on the first day when they released Threads. What we don't know is yet, is it going to be sustainable? And is it something that's going to hurt Tesla longer term? Elon Musk gave us a hint. He gave us a shortcut to that. By him sending that letter, that tells you Elon Musk thinks this is a viable threat, okay? Which means that Meta has a great product, and this is something that's good for Meta longer term. So that's the way I look at that. That was a positive catalyst. And this morning, analysts came out and did a big price increase. Where is it here? Rosenblatt, 263 to 333. That's a big also. So I see two kind of stack catalysts here. It's above the 20 DMA. Because of those two catalysts, I'm putting it up as a top three. I'm hard pressed to buy it here myself at 292, probably because I have like a bias against mega caps. Okay, we do have a small exposure, I believe, to this longer term, but I'm not inclined to jump on it. Maybe I should be, but it's just because of that bias I have. I'd rather be in, a $20 billion RIVN and DraftKings at 11 billion. That's what I think. But speaking of that, look, there was who was it? Also, it was RIVN. That's what I missed last night. Another factor here on RIVN. Last night there was someone on Grasso. I forgot his first name. Some guy named Grasso on CNBC on one of these trading shows. Is it Charles Grasso? I forgot his name. Anyway, he came out and said he is selling his Apple to buy RIVN, right? He just sees, and again, he kind of referred to the growth and indirectly the market cap in a way that RIVN has much more growth ahead of it than Apple does. So he's actually rotating his Apple, which has been holding for 2 years. So at least he was smart enough to hold Apple for 2 years, but it's taking his Apple profits and putting in RIVN, and he sees $30 to $50. He has a 30 to 50, and he said he can get there in the blink of an eye, is what this guy said last night. So many stack catalysts, sentiment really, really high for RIVN, and that kind of sentiment that trader has towards Apple and moving into the RIVN is the same reason, I'm not like crazy to buy Meta here at 291, even though it's the top three on the list. Okay. Then we got Babo with some news this morning that I want to let you know about. It didn't make the top three because I'm not sure about the implications of this news. Ant Financial getting fined over $1 billion, but that's being viewed as a positive because it's closing the investigation, I guess, that China was doing into Ant Financial. It's basically saying, all right, almost being viewed as a market as a slap on the wrist, and it's closing out the investigation by them paying this fee, and it opens up the process to take Ant Financial, spin it off in an IPO. So that's being viewed as a positive for the market today. It's above the 20 DMA. All I can tell you is look at the 200 DMA above at $88 for your target. And this is support. Let's see if this 20 DMA supports. If that holds support, then maybe your target's going to be up there, the 200 DMA. Lower conviction, because I don't quite understand, or have a good fundamental grasp on how much this Ant Financial is worth in an IPO, how much of it was priced in, or not priced in. So not going to be a top three for me today. All right, CETX. This is an interesting one. It's not in the top three because it's very high risk. Okay, CETX, a little penny stock, low floater, only 885,000 shares, and they had some news this morning, acquisition, which they're saying is accretive to earnings, and they're funding this acquisition with a loan from a bank, and they're saying no shares issued. Okay. So it looks like this could be meaningful for the company because they're talking about there's a lot of sleight of hand in here. You got to be careful. There's a couple things, possible red flags in here. You always got to be suspicious of these little microcaps. So a couple red flags I saw in this press release. It's saying no shares issued in relation here. No new shares were issued in connection with this acquisition. Okay. Doesn't mean that no warrants were issued. Okay. Doesn't mean that, you got to look at the filing for skeletons possibly. So that's one thing to be aware of. The other thing to be aware of when they're talking about, hey, this is going to give us $11 million extra revenue immediately and approximately 775,000 adjusted EBITDA, but it says when averaged over the last 4 years. That's another warning sign, right? Why are they averaging it over 4 years? Was last year a bad year? Did they lose? Probably. This company probably lost money last in a profit 4 years ago, and it's been straight down ever since. I don't know. So a couple possible red flags in this, but it's so that's why you got to be careful with this. Maybe consider small size, but accretive acquisition to earnings if it's taken at face value. If it's taken at face value, you put a multiple on that adjusted EBITDA. Even if you do a 5 multiple, not even a 10, that let's say that adds $3 to $4 million of value to CETX, a market cap 7 million. You can imagine what the stock could do, but because of all those red flags I pointed out, very, very high risk. Watch your size, and that's that. Okay, now what else could possibly do well today? I'm looking for possible follow-through on Kodak. Kodak yesterday, we noted the relative strength. If you watched our post-market show last night, Kodak already on the list, already had a long-term because of the solid fundamentals. It broke the 20 DMA yesterday on a blood market. The MACD getting ready to flip. So I actually like Kodak now. It's about 540 at the top. This congestion area up here is what I'm looking for in Kodak, and looking for continuation, hopefully, and PERI, based off of PERI. The news yesterday we talked about, we gave that one to you. GENI, we gave that to you yesterday, and that turned out to be a winner. So hopefully we'll get continuation on GENI. Wolf, I'm looking for a bounce off this near gap fill. So it was good the first day, okay, but it pulled back to that gap fill area. We'll see if we can bounce off the gap fill today. LLAP, we're continuing to monitor and hoping that works out. GOEV is a sentiment play off of RIVN, but RIVN's the way to play it, honest with you. RIVN's a solid company. GOEV is going to have to raise a lot more debt, which probably is going to be detrimental for the share price at some point. And with that, let's head on over to Vegas. Let's see if we can find some alignment on some ideas here. Good morning, Vegas. How you doing?
Hi there. Good morning. How are you?
Doing good. I got DraftKings, Rivian, and Meta as my top 3 for the day. What do you think of those?
I like them all. I just don't like them for day trade. So I do like DraftKings for a swing. I like Rivian for a swing continuation. I don't know how much more we can get out of Rivian. It's already had a nice move here pre-market. I think it could go maybe towards 23.75, but I don't really see much higher than that for today. So I do like it on a swing perspective.
Okay.
I do like this morning I was taking a look here at Meta. I think Meta has room still to go to 293.81. So I do like Meta for continuation. And I do like Tesla as well. It had the upgrade to $300.
They
did.
I didn't cover that
looks
one.
good here if it gets over 278.50 looks really good. And those are pretty much the ones I'm watching. I'm not really watching anything else. not really liking anything else out here. I mean, I do like,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's,
I have some other ones I like, but they're not for day trade. No, they don't meet my criteria.
yeah, it's a slow news day out there. But yeah, Tesla did have news. DraftKings, Rivian, Meta, all with news. Baba, I wanted your opinion on that. I know you love Baba.
Oh
I
wait,
think
yeah, I
you
was gonna
have in the
say
past.
also FSLR has also secured $1 billion revolving credit, so that was also popping this morning. FSLR. Baba, yeah, I like Baba, but Baba is China, so China stocks are very sensitive to any kind of commentary out there, especially political commentary. So Baba to me is something that I think will do extremely well in 2024. It's going to have a comeback, but I think that if you trade Baba, it's scalp material. I mean, it's had a nice gap up from yesterday. We did see some unusual option activity for next week, so I think it's a good one for a continuation, maybe into next week. Maybe we'll go towards $90 by then, but yeah, I'm not really looking for a day trade on Baba. I mean, I have a Baba level today over 86.50, and you see we're over that right now. Room to about 87.41, so not a big move. So for day trade, it's slim pickings.
Yeah, okay. I've got similar view on Baba. 86.50, 86.40 on the
Yeah.
support I have, and 88.28 target.
Yeah,
Okay.
listen, there's some good opportunities, but I mean for day trade, it's not that easy to day trade when the volume's not there. It's summer. So
Yeah.
volume
Well, you know
sometimes
how
is
you
lacking.
know how I look at it? You know what happens a lot with us? We'll identify something as a swing trade, but it'll
Mhm.
hit the target on the same day. So I'm hoping that'll happen like on DraftKings,
And I
on
hope that
Rivian.
happens too. Yeah. Like, oh, I
Right.
have DataDog on here too. Let me see DataDog. Looks really good here. It's over 97.04 right now. And I like that spot. Room to 99.71. So I actually put DataDog on the watch list for day trade.
Okay. Cool. I'm not that familiar with Datadog. I've heard of it, but okay,
Yeah,
Datadog, guys, take note of that.
cybersecurity stock. Cybersecurity. So
Awesome.
yeah, it looks really good. And let me see. Somebody was talking to me about Costco the other day. I do like Costco. As a matter of fact, I like exactly where it is right now, 534.27. And 534.53. So Costco looks good here. Room to 538. So make note of Costco as well.
Oh, look at that 5-year chart. This is what is this? A monthly? What is this? Weekly. Wow, look at these weekly candles. Oh, that looks beautiful.
Yeah,
Over
it
5
has
years.
room here. Looks good.
Yeah, awesome. All right, great. Some good ideas from you, Vegas. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thank you so much. And you
A
guys have a
little
nice weekend.
slow today, but have a great day. Have a great
Yeah,
weekend.
have
We'll
a
see you
great
next
day,
week.
great weekend. See you guys on Monday. Have a great
All
night.
right.
Bye for
Take care.
now.
Bye.